for trades. Today we'll be discussing about Pi Industries, one of the most wonderful chemical companies. So we'll come back to the technical chart. Let's look at the fundamental, because fundamental analysis tells us what to buy and technical analysis tells us when to buy. So it has a market cap of around 52,000 crore with a stock price to earning ratio of 38.8, and the return on capital employed is decent at 21.7%, whereas return on equity is 18.5%. So we can consider this to be a uh, investment grade stock. We will look at the median price to earning ratio, which is at around 47.1. So currently it is trading below its median price to earning ratio. Now these are the other companies which are in the chemical industries. If we look at the quarterly sales has been showing an increasing trend, which is a good sign. Their operating profit margin is also very stable, and of course it is showing also an increasing trend, but it is stable. And net profit we can see is showing a rising trend, so another good indicator. If we look at annual profit and loss, the sales has been consistently increasing over a past 10 years period, right, which has increased to around 6,500 crore by March 2023 end, and operating profit margin is very consistent. If it's net profit, we look at it has grown by more than 10 times, 12 times or so in the last 10 years, and decent dividend payout ratio it has. If we look at the borrowings, they have been consistently paying off their borrowings recently. Even if you see the recent borrowings they have done, they have consistently paid them off from their profit. And their fixed asset, if we look at, it is showing an increasing trend. And despite the fixed asset showing an increasing trend, you see the borrowing they has been decreasing, and it has decreased to around 46 crore. Capital work in progress has also shown increasing trend from March 2018 onwards, you can see here. And cash flow is really great here to the extent of around 1500 crore. Shareholding pattern is consistent, and FII's holding, you see, has been increased in the a recent quarter. Now let's look at some other metrics. 1 year return chart shows price to volume chart is 15%, where in a 5-year period it has given a return of around 385%. So the longer you hold investment grade stock, the better is the benefit. But again, as I told you before as well, even when you perform swing trading, do not do it just in about any other stock, because companies like HDFC Bank, Pi Industries, Sumito Chemicals, ICICI Bank or Bajaj Finance, even if they fall, you can sleep comfortably at night. If you look at the earning per share calculated, uh, the actual and the estimate you see by various analysts and fund houses, that they expect the estimates to be on a rising trend. If and you see EPS chart including high end and low forecast. Even the forecast, the mean, if even if we look at the mean part, it is way above the actual as of right now. If we look at the other fundamental indicators with regard to uh, profitability, debt, earning quality, and dividend, we can see profitability among its peer groups. Uh, Pi Industry has been given a positive rating in terms of debt as well. In terms of earnings quality, Fact and Pi Industry has been given the highest rating, and of course, in dividend weightage, Pi Industry has been given a very high score compared to its peers. If we look at the price performance with regard to BSE, you see the hollow ones shows the BSE, red one negative, green one positive, green hollow, and the completely color coded boxes, the colors they show about Pi Industry. So Pi Industry shown first week here, 1.1% increase here, then it gave negative. BSE shows positive, a positive year, then it went negative. We'll see in the chart here, because at a higher level profit booking will happen when stocks become overpriced. Retracement is a normal phenomena. And you see, then in the recent times it has started to increase, and it is catching up fast with the uh, BSE index. If we look at the most recent week close divided by the revenue per share, that is price to sales, it is standing right at its average. Right, its 5-year average is around 7.7, and whereas BSE Sensex average is around 3.6, whereas chemical groups average is 2.4 price to sales. So it means uh, among price to sales, this leads the group. Trailing PE, if you see here, trailing PE is nothing but week's close price divided by the sum total of 4 most recently reported quarterly earnings. Trailing PE is actually estimated to be around 38.8 it is, wherein 5-year average is 47.5. It means it can go to that extent as well, which is again a positive sign. Forward PE, the most recent week's price divided by the sum of 4 upcoming quarters consensus estimates. It means by the analyst, they expect the forward PE to be around 3.4. So, and the 5-year average will be around 41.1. Of course, when the earning will increase, it will stabilize. And if you look at the PEG ratio, tells you whether the stock is overvalued or undervalued. Of course, good stocks are many a times overvalued. So you see, 5-year average, if you look at the PEG, is around 1.8. Right? So it's not a concern here if the company's profitability is increasing. Now let's look at the technical chart of it. It means fundamentally we have realized that this is a good stock. Again, this video is for educational purpose. Do your own due diligence before investing and trading. So this is the support zone, which is in between the price 3500 to 3453. Why? Because this acted as a resistance over here and the price moved up and it became a support. Then one bounce here with a big green candle, and again the price is approaching its support zone. If you want further confirmation, then we'll simply put a 200-day moving average. You see, when the price closes above this support, it will be higher above its 200-day moving average. That is an added confirmation. And even if we expect after it goes above its support to reach its initial high, it will give you a decent return of around 13 to 13%. Right? If we look at the weekly chart, let me reset the chart here. So it is consistently above its 200-day moving average, which is again a very good signal for any particular stock. Now if we want to forecast a technical part of the technical price range for it, I'll have to put the fib extension from its lowest to its highest point, and we can be able to figure out its future rise, its future expected price. If we take this 0.618 ratio, which is a very powerful Fibonacci sequence, then from this support price, if we enter over here, then to this extent it can give you a return of around 33% or so. So around 33%. Now for those risk averse individuals who don't want to hold any stock for long, if it is showing a negative sign, then what you can do is simply put a trend line. If I put a trend line over here, till the price remains above this trend line, I will be bullish about this. Unless this trend line is broken and then this particular 3300 line is broken, this is up above 618 to the downside, I will remain bullish about this stock. So that's it about the stock. Hope you have liked the video. Please do subscribe to the channel and like the video. It will keep me motivated to come up with more and more of this analysis and stock potentials. Thank you. Bye bye.